welcome you to a huge game with playoff implications here today, as both teams desperately need a win, especially the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are taking on the Denver Broncos. And as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC, you can see the Broncos right now would be the 6th seed with a 4-4 record. If they win this game, they'll be one step closer to clinching a wild card spot. If the Jaguars win, however, they will improve to 4-5, and there will be a 5-way tie for the last 2 spots. And it will come down to the final week of the regular season. Big game coming up between the Jaguars and the Broncos. Alright, we're ready for the kickoff, a very important game in the AFC wildcard race. The Jacksonville Jaguars will get the ball first at their own 32-yard line. First down for the Jaguars. They will start with a pass over the middle. That is complete for the first down out across midfield. And he will pick up 22 yards. Jacksonville needs a win or else they will be eliminated from playoff contention. First down. He looks to throw. He fires over the middle. It is complete. He gets a nice block and a first down to the 35-yard line. Jaguars here on their opening drive. Running the ball. Not much there. A good run defense there by the Denver Broncos. And on paper, Denver, the favorites in this game. But let's see what Jacksonville can do here. Here is the throw. It is complete. It's a first down. Nice stiff arm. And a 12-yard gain as we are now officially a minute into this game. At the 22-yard line, the pass is complete. And he will be forced out of bounds. Jeez, that was close. He almost got away from the defenders. And if he did, he probably would have been gone to the end zone. 2nd and inches, the run. And I think he barely got the first down, but not by a lot. No, there was a lot of traffic. Not a lot of running room right there. This pass is caught, and he gets in for the touchdown, and the Jaguars strike first. Great opening drive from the Jacksonville Jaguars as they are off to a nice start in this game. See the catch, a broken tackle, and in for the touchdown. Jacksonville, the more desperate team in this game. So far, they're looking like it here on the opening drive. Extra point hits the upright. Yeah, this directly hit the front of the post right there. That's unfortunate for Jacksonville. Right, the Broncos will now take over. They're going to start with pretty good field position here at their own 42-yard line. First down. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. It is caught, and he gets a block for the first down into Jacksonville territory. And a 20-yard gain brought down at around the 38-yard line. Good start for the Denver offense. First down. He fires over the middle. It is complete. And it's first down at around the 25-yard line. Denver, they don't need this game as much as Jacksonville does, but if Denver does lose, they will be in big trouble. But if they win, they will pretty much be assured that they will make the playoffs, as he's bouncing off defenders and picking up 13 yards, brought down at the 12-yard line. First down for Denver. He will throw towards the sideline. It is complete, and he brought down at the 1-inch line. First and goal. Very close to scoring. More like at the 2-inch line. Here is the toss, and he will get in. Touchdown. Tie game. Jacksonville should have had him on the backfield, but there's a missed tackle. He does get tackled at the goal line, but the nose of the ball does cross the goal line. And Denver in the end zone. Extra point is good, so the Broncos go in front 7-6 late in this first quarter. Been a good game so far. Both offenses off to hot starts. Let's see if they can keep it up. Jacksonville will start this drive with a pass towards the right sideline. It is complete, pushed out of bounds. 9-yard gain. 2nd down and 1. They will run the ball. They will get a first down. Pick up 3 yards, and that will take us to the conclusion of the first quarter. Been a good game so far between the Jaguars and the Broncos. All right, we begin the second quarter. First down for Jacksonville. Quick pass, a little bit low, incomplete. I don't like that decision to throw that football. He wasn't really that open. And even if he did catch it, he probably wouldn't have gone a lot of yards after the catch. This pass is complete. And he will get the first down inside the 40, still going. And finally brought down a gain of 17 yards as the Jaguars are trying to get the lead back. They scored first, but then they conceded a touchdown on the last possession for Denver. And here's a nice stiff arm and a first down. They are now in the red zone. They're at the 16-yard line. First down. He waits. Pressure and taken down for the sack. The Broncos defense have been pretty good the last few weeks. There's a nice sack right there. This pass is complete. He gets a nice block. But he gets taken down shy of the 10-yard line, so it's going to be third down and call it 5. Third down and 5 for Jacksonville. He throws, and it is caught for the touchdown, and the Jaguars take the lead. Big third down conversion for the Jaguars. Not only do they get the first down, they got the touchdown as he's able to find an open receiver, and he takes it in for the score. Jaguars are now going to go for 2 to make up for the missed extra point. And he fires to the end zone. It is caught. And it's now a 7-point lead in favor of Jacksonville. They're up 14-7 now. Yeah, big 2-point conversion to make up for a missed extra point. All right, Denver will now start this drive for their own 34-yard line. This run somehow goes for positive yardage and more. A first down past midfield. There he goes. Inside the 40. What a run. A 34-yard gain. And I don't know how he went for that far. Oh my goodness. Should have been a tackle for loss. He somehow got away from multiple defenders. And he's running in the clear after that. My goodness, that was a crazy run. Jacksonville probably disappointed with themselves that they allowed that big of a run to happen. Especially when they should have had him in the backfield. First down. This is a risky pass, but he gets there for the first down. Pass to 20 and a 15-yard gain. Yeah, quarterback threw a very risky ball there, but the risk did pay off. This pass towards the sideline is complete. He's inside the 10. Good open field tackle, but not before he got the first down. First and goal for the Broncos, trying to tie the game. He waits, and he finds a receiver for the touchdown. Great protection from the offensive line gives the Broncos quarterback so much time to just be patient, finding a receiver open. And that's exactly what he does. In for the touchdown. And every team has scored a touchdown on all of their drives so far. Extra point is up, and it hits the upright. So now each team has hit the upright on the extra point. Yeah, that one just drifting a little bit to the right. Almost looked identical to when the Jaguars missed their kick, as it hit directly the right upright. That could be a big missed extra point. Well, we shall see. Jacksonville has 36 seconds to try to get some points before halftime. First down. They are going to throw it, and it's caught. They will quickly call a timeout with 29 seconds to go. First down. Reminder, the Broncos will get the ball to start the second half, so it's crucial that Jacksonville can add on to their lead here. Second down in inches. They're looking to throw, and it's caught for the first down inside the 40. And they're almost in field goal range now. I would like to see them get a little bit closer because, again, the kicker has already missed an extra point, so I do think Jacksonville needs to get closer. Pass is complete, but he gets tackled right away. There's only 6 seconds left. They have no timeouts. They're actually going to try and run another play. They got to be very careful here, and that did not work at all. So, third down and 5. They're going to try a 45-yard field goal to end the half. The kicker's already missed an extra point. And it is no good. So they come away empty-handed at the end of the half, but the Jaguars are still up by 1 in a game that they have to win. All right, the Broncos getting the ball to start the second half. Broncos trying to eliminate the Jacksonville Jaguars from playoff contention. They will start the half with a throw to the running back for the first down. Yeah, seeing the running back getting involved from the passing game. It's always good to see the running back, get involved in other areas of the field, whether it's blocking or catching. It's good to see. That run will go for 5 yards. Second down and 5. He waits. He's got so much time. No one even rushing him. But there's nobody open. That's the problem. And now he somehow takes a sack. Whoa. I can't believe it took that sack. As soon as you see nobody open, you got to throw that football away. Especially when the pressure starts to get there. That's a mistake by the Broncos quarterback. And now it's third down, and it's caught for the first down. What a play to keep the drive alive as they take it to the 35-yard line. Wow, what a catch. What a throw. I mean, that was such a tight window throw. But able to connect with his receiver. Wow, what a play. There's a 2-yard run. Second down and 8. Quick pass to the running back, and he will run it for the first down. Still going, and he takes it to the 20 with a gain of 13 yards. And like I mentioned earlier, the Broncos are letting their running back get involved in the passing game. This pass over the middle is complete inside the 10. And a gain of 14 yards. That's going to set up first and goal. The Broncos trying to take the lead to start the second half. He waits. And he fires end zone incomplete. Somehow the receiver unable to make the catch. Yeah, that is a straight out drop. Should have been caught right there. Second and goal. This pass is caught and in for the touchdown. And the Broncos take the lead. Yeah, he was pretty wide open right there. Jacksonville Jaguars not very good coverage defensively on that play. And now the Broncos are going to go for 2 after they miss the extra point. Let's see if they can do exactly what the Jaguars did in the first half. Going for 2, and it is caught, and now the Broncos lead by 7. The Broncos have now scored 14 unanswered points. That's why it's such an advantage to get the ball to start the second half. Because a lot of times you have a chance to double up, and that's exactly what the Broncos just did, and now they have a 7-point lead, their biggest lead of the game. Jacksonville looking for a response. Picking up 8 yards on that play. Second down and 2. This pass over the middle is complete in the Broncos territory. There's been nothing but touchdowns scored in this game. Jacksonville hoping that continues. First down. He will fire, and it's caught for the first down inside the 30. And he'll pick up 13 yards. Yeah, that was definitely a risky pass. Pretty good defensive coverage there from Denver, but an even better throw. That run will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage, losing a yard. Second down and 11. Pass to the sideline. It is complete. A nice stiff arm, but not quite enough for the first down. So it's going to be a huge play to start the fourth quarter here on third down and 2. They need to get to the 20 for first down. Third and 2. They look to throw. Waiting. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. And it's caught for the first down. Big first down for Jacksonville. They obviously would have gone for it if they didn't get that third down conversion. But still nice to get the first down. Just keeps the pressure off of you a little bit. Because, fourth down conversions, definitely more pressure than, resetting the chains. 4-yard run right there. Second down and 6. Here is the toss. And he will still be going. First and goal for the Jaguars. They're at the 1-yard line. First and goal. It is incomplete. He overthrew a wide open man. Oh my goodness. That was one of the easiest throws he can ever make. I can't believe he missed him. That's a pretty bad miss right there. Second and goal. He will run it to the half-yard line. Third and goal for the Jaguars. Here is the toss, and he will get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. What a goal line stand for the Broncos, and it's fourth down. This could be season on the line for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fourth and goal. He throws end zone, intercepted! Intercepted in the end zone! And the Jaguars cannot get in. Oh my goodness, the Jaguars had first and goal at the 1-yard line. And really a missed opportunity on first and goal because he had a wide open receiver. The quarterback just straight out missed him. And now he throws an interception here on fourth down after 2 consecutive runs. We're unable to get into the end zone. Such a missed opportunity for the Jaguars. And if they lose this game, it's going to be a very heartbreaking loss for Jacksonville. This game not over yet. There's still a minute 38 to go. But Jacksonville's going to need a defensive stop in a hurry. There's a nice play as he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Can the Jaguars defense give their offense another chance? That run only goes for a yard. This is a huge play in the ball game. Third down and 9 for Denver. The pressure's coming. He needs to get rid of it, and it's incomplete. And the Broncos go 3 and out, and the Jaguars are still alive. Unbelievable. What a defensive stand for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now their offense has another chance. They have 56 seconds to go to keep their season alive. The pass is complete. Nice tackle made right away at the midfield strike. 44 seconds to go. Second down and 5. He throws and miscommunication. The receiver started running the opposite direction. Now the Jaguars have a third down play. My goodness. Third and 5. He fires and it is complete for the first down. Past the 40. Under 30 seconds to go. And the Jaguars now have 2 timeouts after they call one right there. 29 seconds. First down. He throws towards the sideline and it bounces off of the receiver's chest. Incomplete. And it's now 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line. Clock is starting to run out on them. They fire. It is complete. And it's a first down, and there he goes inside the 20. And he's brought down at the 13-yard line with 4 seconds to go. Wow. Oh my goodness. What a play. And now the Jaguars have given themselves a chance as he somehow gets away from multiple defenders right there. And just like that, it is a foot race. Luckily for the Broncos, they have a defender fast enough to catch him before he gets closer to that goal line. Well, it all comes down to this one play for Jacksonville to keep their season alive. First down. Waiting. He fires. It is caught. And he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown Jacksonville with no time left. Oh, unbelievable. So much time in the pocket. Finding an open receiver. He is in for the touchdown. And the Jaguars keep their season alive in dramatic fashion. Unbelievable. They're only going to go for 1. They are not going for 2. They could have gone for 2 for the win. And the extra point, oh my goodness, it hits the upright and went in. That would have been quite something if they got the touchdown and then missed the extra point. They definitely could have argued they should have gone for 2, but you know what? If you're a neutral fan, you shouldn't complain because now we get to see overtime. Overtime between the Jaguars and the Broncos. What a game this has been. All right, we take a look at the regular season overtime rules. Whoever gets the ball first, if they score a touchdown, they automatically win the game. If they don't score a touchdown, though, the defense will have a chance to respond. The other team, that is. At that point, whoever has the most points after one possession will win the game. However, we are on a 3-minute time limit, so if we're still tied after 3 minutes, the game ends in a tie. And a tie, I don't really think would do much for Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken. I think they need to win. Yeah, because the best they can do with a tie is a 4-5-1 record. And I mean, unless the Jets-Dolphins game ends in a tie next week, I just don't think a tie is going to do Jacksonville justice. They need to win this game. But unfortunately for the Jaguars, the Broncos will get the ball first. At their own 39-yard line, the Broncos will win the game with a touchdown. They will start with a 2-yard run. The question is, will Jacksonville regret not going for 2 at the end of regulation? Second down and 8. This pass incomplete. The running back unable to make the catch. Now it's third down. 3rd and 8 for Denver. Huge play. Early in overtime. Caught! And he has enough for the first down into Jaguars territory and a 14-yard gain. Big first down for the Broncos indeed. And my goodness, if Jacksonville stopped them right there, they would have had a chance to win it with a field goal. But now Denver still has the ball. Denver really struggling, though, via the running game right now. Second down and 11. This pass is intercepted! And now the Jaguars are going to have a chance to win it. The first turnover of the game. And it comes in a crucial moment. Unbelievable. This pass severely underthrown, but you gotta give credit to the Jacksonville pass rush. Because you see, the Broncos quarterback was under pressure. And a smart play, actually, by that Jaguar defender. That defender who intercepted that ball initially was going to pressure the quarterback. You see, right there, but he decides to stay on the running back. He understands that the running back is running upfield, and the other defender able to pressure the quarterback. A beautiful defensive play by Jacksonville, and now they have a chance to win it. All they need is a field goal to keep their season alive. First down, here's a quick pass. It is complete, but that tackle is made right away, only picking up 4 yards. Definitely feels like both these offenses have really slowed down. But you gotta give credit, both these defenses have made adjustments as the game has gone on. This pass is intercepted! Are you kidding me? And they've given the Broncos another chance to win it. And the Jaguars, a costly interception. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, the Jaguars were gifted a gift. But now they give the gift right back to Denver. Just such a risky pass to throw. I just don't know why he decided to throw that football. There's just not enough separation right there. And wow, now all Denver needs is a field goal. Geez, both offenses really struggling here in overtime. First down for Denver. Imagine the Bronco fans out there thinking, oh, we're going to lose this game because we threw that interception. But now the Broncos defense comes away with a huge play to potentially save them in this game, as that run goes absolutely nowhere. My goodness, both offenses really struggling right now. Second down and 10. Pressure's coming, needs to get rid of it. He does. It is complete. And he will get the first down, and he's still going inside the 20, being chased to the 10, to the 5. And he's brought down at the 2. First and goal for the Broncos. And the Jaguars are in massive trouble. They certainly are. Looks like Denver is in prime position to win this game. And my goodness, if Jacksonville does go on to lose this game, as you see the Bronco receiver, lots of yards after the catch after that missed tackle. But if the Broncos are able to win this game, it's going to be a heartbreaking loss. The Jacksonville defense came up with a huge play in overtime, but then their offense turns the ball right back over. My goodness. First and goal, the run. He will take it inside the 1. Jacksonville, their season hanging on by a thread. Second and goal. The toss towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown Denver. And they defeat the Jaguars in overtime. What a game this was. Entertainment level A+. Able to get it in for the touchdown, and the Jaguars season, unfortunately, I was going to say it's over, but they still got 1 game left, but they are mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, and a huge victory for the Denver Broncos. What a game this was, my goodness. A heartbreaking loss for the Jaguars, as their defense was able to make a play in overtime, but then their offense turned the ball right back over. Yeah, this is going to be a very tough one to swallow if you're Jacksonville. Very disappointing. And they could have gone for 2 at the end of regulation. We did see Atlanta do that against Carolina, I think a few weeks ago, and it was successful. But Jacksonville decides to go into overtime. I mean, it looked like it was going to pay off as they had the football. They had a chance to win it, but then they threw that interception, and the Broncos defeat the Jaguars, and the Jaguars are eliminated from playoff contention. Take a look at the updated playoff picture. You see the Jaguars no longer in the hunt. They have been hunted. The Broncos are 5-4. They are pretty much in the playoffs. They will guarantee themselves a playoff spot if they defeat the Chargers next week, but that's going to be a tough game. But the Broncos can still make it even if they lose next week, but we don't have time to go over all of those scenarios. Big win for the Broncos as we thank you for watching. The Denver Broncos defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars in a thriller by a score of 27-21.